Wait, no. You need to be vertices to fake.
Hello, so welcome to the Adventures of Ishu album with Eshan here. We're going to be doing a podcast for Sidelines. Woo!
Woo.
Oh yeah, the album cover.
We gotta talk about the album cover.
So funny story about the album
Oh
cover.
no, it's a live photo. Okay.
Om, who's one of our friends, got cropped out of it because he wasn't doing the heart with us. He just got cropped out. he was doing gang signs and it wasn't vibing.
I don't know how you put that together because the tree is still like intact.
I know. I'm really good at editing. I'm really happy with my work. That's my favorite piece on the album, the album cover.
Editing Om out.
It only took like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Here's also the alternative album cover we had.
Stop, you're gonna put a random one. You're not even gonna put the one. That's a sneak peek to Jingle Bells.
Yes.
Oh, right. Jingle Bells is a new single that's coming out soon, so watch out.
Oh, so what do we need to do? Ishan, how did you do your podcast? I don't remember. Did we go through all?
We went through like every song. We just
okay.
We just talked about like the story behind it. And
okay.
Stuff.
So we can do that.
Okay.
Well, not we, because you kicked me out. But like,
no, I think you had to go. I think it was.
I had to go, and then you guys kept on talking and just like.
Yeah, no, I actually had to leave for one part too, and Isha just made us a story about Isha Fitzsimmons or whatever. The first song on the album is Falling. Isha, could you give some background?
Background on this is the lyrics are definitely inspired from My Little Pony, the Cafeteria song. That's my favorite song from the movie. You know, I don't remember a lot of these songs we wrote last year summer. So I don't actually remember making them, but I remember sitting down and making that.
I remember you did not like the song when you first made it, but I loved it. So we kind of just killed it.
I still don't like the song, but a lot of songs that I don't like, Alex likes. So we just keep going.
I really like this song. It's like, it's really happy and vibe. And also if we removed it, all the songs would be like very slow. Okay. And the second song on the album is?
I don't remember. Oh, Move On. Okay. So basically, guys, the whole theme is that there's this guy and like you think that he doesn't really like you that much. And you're like, damn, like he should just move on. So that's this first song about. 1 second. So you also need to realize that these songs are about someone, but I'm getting confirmation if I can say who it's about.
Oh, I was wondering why you had such inspiration to make these songs. I thought they were just like.
Yeah, I thought these were just like you like putting on like a character or something.
Yeah. I thought it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they said yes, I could. Okay, so you need to remember, guys, we wrote these songs last summer. So basically all this went down like last year. Not even last summer, it's like last winter as well. But basically, Eshan and Alex don't know who it's about. But
We're finding this out with the rest of you guys. Let's play a little bit of Move On.
The shine is bright. There's 100 stars you could wish upon. Move on, move on, move on from me.
Okay.
The whole album is basically about Aiden. I don't know. Yeah. So that first song is about like. Anyway, I don't know how to explain this, but yeah, I just thought he didn't really like me, so I was like, he should move on.
Oh, I remember last year there's just like this 1 week where you were like very inspired and you made the voice recordings for like 3 songs.
Yeah.
Was it that week? Holy.
I don't know. But yeah, that's that first song. And then the next one I believe is Night Calls, which is also about Aiden. They're all about Aiden, okay? Just keep that in mind.
Wait, so the song is about staying on the quote unquote night calls and that you wish you stayed on the night calls when you thought that he was the one.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, like I wish I held on to this because then he wouldn't have moved on from me. But anyway, so that's kind of that song. It's like you know, I told like Move On is like you should just move on from me because you don't really like me, and the Night Calls is like, why'd you move on from me? Because I told you to move on. You're like, why'd you move on? I actually made that one recently, even though I came up with the main tagline like last summer, but I made the whole song like 12 a.m. during spring break. And I like wrote it and like sang it and did all of it. Really.
Yeah. And you know, Night Calls was a song we originally tried to do a cappella, and it really did not go well. But also we when we were trying to make the music for like Night Calls, we made a bunch of new songs. Like that's how Shadow Man came to exist. Yeah, if you're wondering why Shadow Man even exists on the album, it's because of Night Calls.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, we were trying to make night calls and we just couldn't come up with anything. And it's because no piano seemed to work with it. But then I just like figured it out. And then I don't know, night calls is kind of boring to be honest, but like I wanted to keep it there because like, oh, it's essential, but it's like kind of a boring song to be honest.
I think it's more like not the lyrics are boring, it's just we didn't put anything. It's basically just the piano in the back. There's some like little jazzy vocals in the back sometimes, but it's really just the piano, I mean.
And then the next one is One-Sided Story, which we actually did last year. Like that was fully last year.
This is so funny. Wait, so One-Sided Story was, I think, I want to say the song we spent the most time on. That's why it's so like so many vocals in the back, so many like pianos on top of each other. But this wasn't actually the original song. The original song was called Two-Sided Story. And I'm gonna try to find it while Ishan and Isha talk so I can show you guys what it used to sound like.
Basically, Eshan never recorded his part. No, he recorded his part, but he needed to re-record it, but he never did it. So we cut him off.
Yeah, that was totally my bad. I was supposed to be on that track, and it was supposed to be a two-sided story, but like, and I was supposed to be like the other side, and Isha was supposed to be the first side, and we had like this idea.
But also, that song is so weird. Like,
No, I was like, we for some reason we thought the piano in the back was good, but it was like really okay. Wait, let me play it. It will sound very similar to two other songs on the album, but just like. The intro is not bad, but then it gets like. Not use the good mic. Here's the mic.
I still wish you would.
You are nothing without me.
You just wanna control me.
Are you?
At least I try to make us work.
You never let me take lead.
Anyways,
recording on like a microwave or something.
Yeah, it was like, and like the volumes were so different and everything.
It's so funny.
and at first the idea was a very interesting idea. It was just very poorly executed.
Yeah, they were terribly executed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really like One-Sided Story. Only because I love Alex told me to get rid of the line, "Sometimes I wish you were dead," but I refused.
I thought it was a little much, but Isha persisted. So
I feel like it encapsulates the emotions put into the song.
It does.
true. But I did manage to stop her from naming the album "Sometimes I Wish You Were Dead."
Okay. What's the next song? Oh, the next song is Moved Off. We couldn't come up. Okay, so the name is super. It's like a sister song to Move On, where like Move On is telling the guy to move on, but Moved Off is like I moved off.
Moved out?
Oh, is it called Moved Out or Moved
It's
Off?
called moved out.
When you don't know the name of your own song.
I don't. We kept changing. It was like moved away, moved off, moved out. Like I don't know what it's called.
Wait, going off that tangent, I just want to mention really quickly. Originally, all the songs on the album were named after tea. So there was like jasmine tea, green tea.
Herbal
Falling,
tea.
Yeah.
That's why Herbal Tea is out. It was supposed to be a lead single for this album.
Yeah. Herbal Tea was a bad song. I don't God.
I was very proud of the music video.
I'm kind of proud of the pre-chorus. That pre-chorus we used in New Guy. But anyway,
Anyway, going back to
moved out, moved off, moved out.
Moved out.
Moved out. The first bar I think is the same as moved on. What is this? You leave me unseen. It's almost like yeah.
Oh, wait, you're right. Yeah.
And then Sidelines is from that chorus when it's like, it's on the sidelines. Alex came up with that. That was good.
The funniest thing is I actually originally came up with it as like a joke because sometimes after we finish writing a song, I would put everything in like all caps on the bottom of the document, and then sometimes it works out. So that's what happened here.
That actually happens a lot, yeah.
That also happened in I think yeah.
Yeah.
I think I told Eshan that I'd let him make up a story if he wanted to. But
Okay, here's my story. So, but the reason why Eshan made moved out is because she actually moved in with Aiden for for like a couple weeks, and then she was like, you know what? I hate you, and she moved out, and then that's why she named the song "Moved Out." I have nothing else to say, so that's my story.
okay. Then what's next? I think we have. Is it the interlude?
It is the interlude, I think.
Oh Lord, I was not really keen on keeping, but Alex and Eshan were very keen on keeping it.
It's a good interlude. It's like buffoon.
Okay, so like this interlude, I also made it right after night calls. So it's like 1 a.m. and I'm making this interlude. And actually, I'd written a poem, and I was just reading out the poem. And that's all it is. Like I'm just reading out a poem.
It sounded like you were half asleep too.
I was. It was like midnight, and I was half asleep.
To be fair, most of the songs are recorded at midnight, so
We just record them really late. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I remember the most thing that stood out to me with the interlude is the part where you say please respond to my message, because that's actually something you say like in that tone.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I say that to Eshan too much. Please respond to my message.
and like when you text it, it's in all lowercase with a period at the end. Please respond to my message.
That's when you know she's mad. When she starts like using proper punctuation, you know that she's like mad.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the next one's New Guy, which we started writing last year as well. You know what happened? When we accidentally released the album on Monday, or just New Guy on Monday, we released the wrong one because we had written it before. So it's just like this random song, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like just checking it, and I'm like, this is not the song.
Wait, that's really funny because I listened to it too when you released, and I was like, oh, cool, I got released. I did not think a second of it. Wait, I would, but the original song was like a ripoff of "You Belong with Me."
Yeah, it's like, I'm in the mall with my girlfriends to forget about the lies that I know that he said. I don't get it though. That's a good. I really like that, but it was complete ripoff.
Yeah, because she's like, you're
on the phone with your girlfriend. She's upset.
Yeah, it sounds the same.
Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of Night and You Guys.
Okay.
Here's his motto, see if you can follow a nice caramel macchiato. Just believe in me, together we have synergy, we work out so perfectly.
Yeah, so it's a much happier song. It's basically about. Isha, do you want to talk about it? So,
Well, okay, so technically it's still about Aiden. It's not a New Guy, but it's still about Aiden.
The New Guy is Aiden. Okay.
New Guy is just Aiden. Because we went with the New Guy last summer, so we just didn't change it. But yeah, it's still about Aiden. But his Starbucks orders an iced caramel macchiato. Anyways, so that's where that line came from. No, you guys didn't even question it when I was like,
I thought it was your Starbucks order.
It is
that's
also
what I thought.
an iced caramel macchiato just tastes like a nicer hot chocolate, which is why I order it.
Matcha lattes are much better.
Did you say what? Did you say matcha latte?
Isha, yeah, I mean, Isha, see, the problem is Isha and Ishan, that their names are like interchangeable sometimes. It's really not.
Yeah, because Eshan Bansiya is her like singing name, and then I'm Ishu Baby, and then like so.
I'm pretty sure early in the podcast, Eshan called me Ishu.
And then like Ishu was like, "Hey, you gotta re-record this."
Issue with an E. Wait, do you want to talk about before anything, Ishan, what is your Starbucks order?
Yeah.
My Starbucks order, a vanilla bean frappuccino.
Interesting.
You guys looked at me like that is the worst order.
Yeah, that is the worst order I've ever heard.
Because I don't drink coffee, so I don't get anything like caffeinated unless I'm going to like a boba shop.
Fair enough.
And I get like brown sugar.
No, you know what? There's just this boba shop we always go to, me and Ishan, and then he doesn't even order the boba. He orders what is it called? The brown sugar with cream, which is just milk and brown sugar.
You always tell us.
Good. It's good.
Is there any more songs?
Well, we skipped Shadow Man.
Oh,
Oh,
Shadow
right.
Man is. Well, you know what? That was trying to be a happy song. We were trying to write either Night Calls and You Guy or something like that, and we came up with Shadow Man.
I know, and then we were like, why is this so spooky?
It's so weird, and I'm pretty sure we also made it in the middle of June or something.
Yeah, this is like the one random song in the middle of everything. And fun fact, this song shares the same marimba as Shingle Bells.
Shingle Bells.
Shingle Bells.
We also tried to write a song about murder, but it didn't work out.
Like the murder mystery song on like the Taylor Swift album. Like something like that.
No Body, No Crime. I think something
Nobody
like
knows
that.
crime.
Alex wanted to write a song about environmental protection.
I did. I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
Sounds like something I would to do.
So because I remember we didn't want to write about like breakups or something. So you're like, let's write about environmental protection. I think my favorite song either has to be One Sided Story or New Guy. Alex, what's your favorite song?
You know, it's difficult because I want to say Falling, but I know that that's like it's like a song that we slapped together in like 20 seconds. So I'm gonna say also One Sided Story just because of how much effort we put in. Like if you look at the soundtrack, it has like a gazillion different like tones, and I think Isha re-recorded it at least 20 times.
Eshan, what's your favorite song?
XOXO interlude.
Stop.
Good, it's so good.
Oh Lord, that's like so embarrassing though. It's like, oh my God.
The
Okay, other than the interlude, my favorite song I think has to be. Oh, wait.
Not Shadow Man.
Yeah, it's that song. It's Shadow Man. Shadow Man is my favorite. I'd say that it's Shadow Man because like it's so like spooky
So
and
funny.
ominous, and I love it.
Oh, Lord. It's so funny.
I was saying that it's like a spookier version of Havana by Camila Cabello, and like because it like sounds like something that Camila Cabello would put out, but like Halloween kind of vibes, you know?
And also, I just noticed something. You know, Move On Night Claws, for as a reminder, the ones Isha wrote herself, they're both the longest songs on. Well, actually, no, Moved Out is, but they're both exactly 3 minutes 22 seconds long,
Yeah.
which is pretty interesting. Does that have a significance?
No, it doesn't, but I don't know, maybe it should have significance. Wait, let me pretend to think of one. Oh, you know, at 3 p.m., like I totally had something to do and I was totally talking to someone and something happened, and that's why 3 is significant.
Oh, do you want to give the origin of the name Ishan Bansiya?
Oh, okay. So the origin is like, Ananya, one of our friends, was like, I think she just accidentally called me Ishan Bansiya, and like it just stuck. And now, you know what? It just Ananya still calls me Ishan, just like everyone calls me Ishan now. And you know, we were at your birthday party, and your mom was calling for you. And every time she'd say Ishan, I'd turn around because I respond to Ishan.
That's so funny. I had to make a mashup of all the songs once, and I think I put it on like Moved On, and it was like not good. The mashup was really bad. So if anyone knows how to make a mashup, hit us up.
Yo, it's Hillary, baby, and I'm coming on the beat. One time I meet your baby, he'll kiss him on the cheek. Ishan gonna knock and always look on fleek. Hit him with an uppercut and knock it out his teeth. So
That's a little what's it called? Sneak peek to Shingle Bells.
Yes.
Jingle bells.
Shingle Bells is literally gonna have like the whole IVR on it, so get ready.
Jingle bells is so cool.
It's so funny though. You know what? It goes from Advite being super chill to like Ishan yelling into the mic. It's so funny.
my verses are very impassioned.
Very intense, yeah.
It's a very good song.
Ethan, do you have a new album on the way?
Oh, I've been saying this at my school, but I guess I'll announce it. The Adventures of Ishu 2 should be coming out this summer.
What?
Really?
If anyone made it to the end. Hey, if anyone made it this far into the podcast, please DM any IBR executives and you will receive a letter of commendation.
And if you use the code Sanhita, we will give you a free pencil.
Yes, and also if you write an essay on why Ishu Baby is superior, I mean Ishu Baby and Eshan Bansiya are superior to all the other artists, you will receive a song dedicated just to you.
Oh yeah, we will actually do that. It needs to be a 3-paragraph essay.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it has to contain at least 2 pieces of evidence per body paragraph
Yes.
about from one of our videos or our podcasts.
Or
And
songs.
you have to write at least 1,000 words.
1,000 words.
For a 3-paragraph essay? No. It will be graded like AP Lang rhetorical analysis essay. Okay, I think that's all we had for the podcast.
Yep.
I gotta
Signing
go.
out.
So, I gotta
Now I must go edit this instead of studying for my APs.
Yep.
and I gotta go and I got
Did you just send him to another breakout room?